My name is Hare. Some people call me hare, but it's actually hare. And I'm the publisher and the chairman of CIO East Africa. CIO East Africa is the leading IT publication in East Africa.
Why did you decide to venture into the tech space and start publishing content around technology?
I think it was mostly to share knowledge, share insights, share trends. Because you see, IT is a very dynamic sector, and there's things changing every day. And sometimes you find that even the IT professionals don't have enough time to be able to stay abreast and to stay on top of what is happening in the world. So that was our biggest drive, to try and collect information on what is happening in the sector, what is happening in the world, what are the new products, what are the new trends, how are people using IT in business. Then put that together and share it with IT professionals within the region.
With ICT being one of the leading sectors in the country and one of the major revenue generators, Harry says the growth witnessed in the sector has been tremendous.
There's been a lot of growth in terms of just looking, just the perception of IT, the usage of IT, the sophistication in the usage of IT, and some level of maturity that people, you can see now people have come, have attained as they deploy different IT systems. Nowadays you don't even think about it, but connecting to the internet used to be such a ceremony. Now you don't even think about it. You go into your machine, and when you flip it on, you expect it to connect to the internet. That used to be a whole process.
The growth of the ICT in the country has proved beneficial to both the government and the private sector, with convenience being the key benefit.
Having a Huduma Center the way they have it today would not have been possible without tech. Yeah, collecting all those different government ministries and giving you a front office where you can talk to different organizations at the same time. That would not have been possible without IT. If you look at things like simple things like just checking your details, your ID details or your passport details online, or applying for a visa online, all these things. So these are really good developments that have been achieved within the government and public sector. If you look at private sector, private sector is driven by profitability. And if you look at the banks I think have become the biggest consumers of tech. Why? Because they're bringing in efficiency, they're bringing in productivity, they want to be close to their customers, so customer centricity. So there's a lot of development within that space. If you go to manufacturing, you're talking about Internet of Things, again, efficiency, logistics. So all these industries, all these places, you see tech everywhere. So it's really an exciting time for people in tech right now.
Technology has, however, equally been disruptive, threatening job security and revolutionizing the future of work. The impact is already being felt in sectors such as manufacturing. According to Harry, the aim is not to compete with technology, but rather work alongside it.
Looking at, you apply your knowledge, you apply your thinking into higher jobs, higher job levels. So that it's not really replacing. People will have to find ways in which you work with these technologies but also remain relevant, because it's about relevance. Because you see, manufacturing, so you have to order materials, you have to transport those materials to your factory, you have certain levels of material that you need to use to manufacture whatever you're manufacturing. Now all that entire value chain can be automated.
How do you ensure some of these technologies are homegrown?
That's a difficult one. It's a difficult one because it's skills. And that is an important point actually, because you see, all these technologies that are coming require a certain level of skill. So you find that local companies are investing in skilling their people and tooling their people, but I think we need to invest more as a country in actually building our own skill sets for some of these technologies. Because you see, when you have a local developer or a local analyst looking at a local problem, they have a better chance of actually addressing that problem better than when you get a software from Hungary, try to fit into it. Yeah, so I think skills development, which is happening in a very unstructured way. So university are training, there's some colleges in town are training, but I think we need to seriously look at some of the technologies that we feel as a country are important, and really put our effort into making sure that we have skills to support those technologies.
While it is undisputed that technology has brought efficiency in day-to-day business, it also presents risks such as cybercrime, which has proved to be a big problem for financial institutions. Harry says cybersecurity must be viewed as a collective responsibility within organizations. Furthermore, he insists that with the new data protection laws, there should be more security online if custodians of the law do their due diligence.
Make sure that people know that they have a responsibility. It's not that just the tech guys, it's not the security guys in the back office who are responsible for security. It's everybody in the organization. From that person who cleans that office to the CEO. The law is good, but then the devil is always in the detail. How is it going to be implemented? And who will be given this opportunity to now usher this new era? Because those people are the ones who will make it either seamless, or they will make it very difficult for people, or they will bugger it off if they're not strategic.
As someone who is obviously very passionate about tech, Harry tells us that his contribution to the growth of the sector. Every year, he organizes a conference for tech players to meet and share notes on their experience with tech and in the tech sector. Come Tuesday this week, business leaders will be heading to Naivasha for the convention to exchange notes in the IT sector. Till then, you might want to grab a copy of CIO East Africa and bring yourself up to speed with the changing trends in the technology sector. For Metropole TV, I'm Adero Oganga.